What's up, everybody? How are you doing? If you don't know, this is the last Commander deck to open. All of the other openings are already on the channel as we speak. So if you want to go ahead and check out any of them, they are there. But these Commander decks have been cool. I've been happy with the art quality, how they look. I found one was the weakest, pretty apparently, out of get a nice little deck box. I felt like one of them was obviously weaker than the rest so far, but hopefully this one is pretty good too. And then you get your little stuff. Poster that's folded to shit. It's just the box art. And a little spinny down die is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. I hope everyone's having a good day. My shit is already opened. Huh. I don't particularly like that, I have to admit. But hopefully that means that that's where they put the serial numbered card in. So let's see what we get. Oh, so we get the extended art on the Feral Ghoul. And Secure the Wastes. Oh, instant speed too. It's not a terrible card. Feral Ghoul is good in the deck that it, the Mothman deck. Nice little commander cards. I wish we got one of the, I don't know how rare they're supposed to be. I wish we got at least one of the Fallout Boy cards. I really don't know what prices they're pushing. I don't even know what's in these decks. I forgot to mention that. I went into all of these decks blind. I have no idea about the deck lists. I really don't even know what the commander does. But real quick, we're going to flip through the lands just because the land base isn't that crazy. We're just going to look at some art because the art's pretty. But real quick, well, I guess I'll introduce the commanders. I'll introduce the commanders first. Yeah, we got Caesar Legion's Emperor. When you attack, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, choose 2. Create 2 1/1 red and white soldier creature tokens with haste that are tapped and attacking. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Caesar Legion's Emperor deals damage equal to the number of creature tokens you control to target opponent. That can get out of hand really quickly, to be honest. And I mean, you'll always if you keep attacking, you'll always have enough creatures because you create 2 with the 1 ability and draw a card. This commander's not bad. He's not very aggressively statted though, so hopefully there's a good bit of removal in the deck so you can have someone to bully. And this is the foiling's pretty cool on TV. And hopefully this commander's good too. Whenever you roll 4 or higher, create a 3/3 colorless robot artifact creature token. If you rolled 6 or higher, instead create that token and a treasure token. And this, I guess this deck's all about rolling the dice. 4, tap, roll a 6-sided die plus an additional 6-sided die for each mana from treasures spent to activate this ability. So I wonder if there's treasure synergy too. Seems like a weird commander. But yeah, let's flip through these lands. Nothing crazy. Love the art though. Nothing crazy. TLDR is the land base is actually pretty good for pre-con as far as power goes. There's nothing in here super worth any money, I'd say. But for building a collection, the land base is actually pretty cool. It's really not too bad. Just to sort of get these cards into your collection. So you get the Tainted Peaks, the Tainted Lands. You get the plains with where she's got the fat old pit boy. Nice old pit boy right in your face. And then all these plains, the swamp. Swamps look great. I love that swamp. I might get some more of that swamp. I love the nice, like, fell kind of World of Warcraft green. The mountains are very beautiful. Also. You get your coaster card, as I call them, just thick slab of cardboard. And here's all our tokens. Some nice little soldiers, copy tokens, robots, soldiers. Surprised we didn't get more soldiers. Are they double-sided? They're into junk. I'm surprised they're not soldiers. No, that's... Got past the fluff. Let's get into the spells. The real meat and potatoes. Got some Gary clones. Squad. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may pay 2 any number of times. Any number. When this creature is about to create that many tokens that are copies of it. Interesting. Nice little late game piece, but it's not very good early at all. It's not even like you really get a choice. It's just sort of like a 6-drop. Disguised as a 2-drop, but cool enough. Nice little token synergies. Whenever Butch, Deloria, Tunnel Snakes, the Tunnel Snakes, bro. You don't even have to play Fallout to know that shit. Gets for each other rogue and or snake you control. That's funny. But a menace counter on a target creature becomes a rogue. Damn, those rats are scary as fuck. I got 4 cards from your graveyard. It's actually a neat little cost because it's 0 mana. It's actually pretty cool. This guy looks fucking cool. He looks like he's from the fucking Sopranos or some shit. I don't even know. Attack with 2 or more creatures, put 2 quest counters on him. When you do, he deals damage equal to the number of quest counters on him to 1 target creature. Unless that creature's controller is so you can like choose. That seems bad, and letting your opponent choose what happens. Holy crap, he's fucking cool looking. When Legate, I don't know, I'm not I keep forgetting to say it the more I go into deck text, but I'm not a Fallout guy. I am, however, a hell of a Magic guy. I'll say that. Whenever opponent sacrifices a creature, you put a 1/1 counter on him. When he enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices 1/10 of the creatures they control, rounded up. 10th. That has to be some sort of reference. That's such a weird number. White Glove Gourmand enters the battlefield and makes some 1/1s. We can intercept another human died. That's terrible. Who the fuck wants food? Oh, the Charisma bobblehead. You create X 1/1 white soldier creature tokens, where X is the number of bobbleheads you control. That's kind of funny. It seems like that one's like for the deck, although I don't know. Luck bobblehead. Oh, you roll a die. Here's the other one for the other. This one seems like made. I feel like the other ones are just general cards, but these ones are like made for this deck. You roll a 6-sided dice, or X the number of bobbleheads you control. Create a tap treasure token for each even result. You rolled 6 exactly 7 times, you win the game. That's fucking badass. I like that. Yeah, I mean, it's more of a novelty. That'll never fucking happen ever. It's not even a casual game. But Survivor's Medkit. So you use it, each one. That's a nice little flavor. Passion Operator. Yuck. Wouldn't gain that much fucking life. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1 in Vigilance. That can add up pretty quick in this deck, it sounds like. Bastion of Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 human soldier. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1, you gain life. So it does have Blood Arched effects in it. This deck is actually looking up to be pretty okay. This is just a general good deck. Additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice an artifact creature, draw 2 cards, create a treasure. Deadly Dispute. I shouldn't read the fucking card names. Yeah, Deadly Dispute. Great fucking card. Morbid Opportunist. You gotta take opportunity when you can, man. Pitiless Plunder. That looks fucking cool. His power armor is fucking sweet. This Star Killer looking ass. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. Then pay 4 mana for a 1/1. No thanks. Doesn't do anything at this fucking against these other precons. Heroic reinforcements. Why not just counters? Oh, yeah, wear and tear. Damn, the tear art is fucking beautiful. He looks cool as shit. Dude, it's not just a normal good card art. Man. Arcane Signet, that is a little underwhelming. Oh, you get Skull Clan on this deck? This deck is the best one. Maybe not actually, but if you draw this Skull Clamp early, you're in the game. 100%. Soul Ring. Get your nice little talismans. Nice little coffee. Ash Baron, there's the lands in the middle of the spells for some fucking reason. I don't know why. And there's little tapped, and you an ability create a 1/1. This deck seems like it can create the tokens pretty consistently. More so looking for removal because a 4/4 is not that big. A 4/4 gets scaled by something in the deck, whether you're pumping dog meat or you play Liberty Prime or a shit ton of artifact creatures in that deck, or it just seems like a 4/4 doesn't get that much room to attack like it should. Whenever a creature you control attacks and listed, the Battle of the Hoover Dam. I'm sure that's important if you're a Fallout guy. The Hoover Dam. Whenever a creature you control dies with 2. Okay. That's a pretty good card. Overseer of Vault 76. Wasn't the Fallout 76? How do you dye your hair white in the fucking apocalypse? Isn't it the apocalypse? Whatever. Or no, there's a battlefield, put a quest counter on it. At the beginning of combat, you remove 3 quest counters from among permanents you control. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. That's not bad. That's not bad. The Security Squadron. Whenever a token enters it. Dang, there's some pumpers in here. I don't want a token pumping in here. Sierra, Nuka's biggest fan. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, put a quest counter on her, and create a food. Whenever you sacrifice food, target creature you control gets +X/+X for X number of quest. God damn. That could get out of hand actually pretty quickly. You hit one good swing and then your token you can just swing with a super guy. You make your commander the super guy. Vault 75, middle school. Exile all creatures, so it's a board wipe. And then, that's pretty good. This is a pretty good card. You can exile all the big creatures I was just saying that would block your commander. Too bad your commander has power 4. I mean, I wish I had more, but this exiles your commander, which is a little unfortunate. The Yes Man. That was such a good fucking movie. Target opponent gains control of them. When they do, you draw 2 cards and put a quest counter on them. When he leaves the battlefield, create a tapped 1/1 for each quest. A lot more quest counters in this deck than the other ones that I remember. In battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature. That can be pretty good with the squad. Everyone sacrifices 2 creatures, you get 2. Oh, well, you have to do it. It's not opponent, it's player. But decent. Oh, Vats. Holy shit. I hope this card's busted. Fucking Vats. Choose any number of target creatures with equal toughness that splits second. Destroy the chosen creatures. That can be okay, I guess, but not really. I mean, equal toughness? This is really only good against token decks, but it's pretty funny to do. I don't know. Then I feel like then you just play the 3-mana ones. I don't know. It just seems weird. Bro, Mysterious Stranger. When he enters the battlefield for each graveyard, he's got Flash, of course. with an instant or sorcery card and exile it from the graveyard. If 2 or more cards are exiled this way, choose them at random and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Interesting. Damn. The Mysterious Stranger. I love that. Powder Gang. He look like Jack Harlow. And there's trying to, like, come on now. Damn. Mr. Handy is going ham, bro. Right at the end of combat turn, you attack this turn, create junk. You sacrifice junk at red. So that makes your junks free. Like, you pay for 1 junk and then you can loot junks. Why wasn't this in the dog meat deck? Hey, there's more junk shit in the back. Squad 1 and discard a card. When it dies, create junk. That's interesting. Okay. Skip your draw step. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top 2 cards of your library. You may play this turn. That's interesting. That's a very interesting card. I'm going to try and make this work in a deck. We'll have to see. Gotta keep note of that. Enters the battle when Boomer Scrapper enters the battlefield or attacks, you lose 1 life, create a chunk. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's not too bad. And then it'll leave counter. This could get pretty big, I'd say, in this 4-player game. Exploit. Other legendary creatures you control have exploit. Exploits put on. Oh shit. That could actually be pretty good. Like, the counters are very important in this because everyone goes a little wide and the Mothman deck can go pretty tall. So having these counters be permanent and just add up over all your creature tokens can be very important. So I think that card is pretty decent. Babe with a rocket launcher and a pool of blood. Interesting choice. Whenever she attacks target creature card in your graveyard, and that's an artifact that's valuable, gains escape until end of turn. The escape cost is mana cost. Exile 2 cards. That seems like a lot of text for something that's so mediocre. I don't know. Elder Arthur Maxon. Whenever creature tokens you control have training. Power 1/1 counter on that token. Oh, that's pretty good. Because he's got 4 attacks. Sacrifice another creature and he gains indestructible. That's a pretty good card. That's a pretty good card. I've actually seen this card. Or first strike haste when he attacks, create treasure. Sacrifice 5 treasures, gain control of target creature as long as you control this guy. He took his fucking baby. He took his goddamn baby. Gaining Skulkin, the Lamplight Mare. Control power 4 greater attacks you. That doesn't seem like that big of a upside, I gotta admit. The Nifton Lottery. Choose a creature at random. You gain control of that creature until end of turn. Untap it. Gains haste. Until end of turn, destroy all other creatures? What the fuck? Well, other creatures. So you get someone's creature and then blow everyone else's up. So then someone just has the 1 creature. I don't know, this feels bad. It just feels bad. Not even fun. It just feels bad. Or there's 2 other creatures, especially since you're playing the token deck. Why the fuck is there a board wipe in the token deck? Why not spot raiding? Destroy their biggest thing. Whenever she attacks, at least 2 other creatures attack, draw a card. Then you may put a creature card from mana value X or less from your hand on the battlefield attacking, where X is their power. Mana value. That would actually be pretty decent, because you can do this with, like, Kroxa. And I think the attack trigger would happen. And that's not bad. I think the attack trigger still happens. I'll have to look into that. Because it's tapped in attacking, even though it enters and it sacrifices itself. It will die, obviously. But I think the attack trigger will still happen. And that could be pretty good because the attack trigger, he'll discard 2 cards. And then you got Crux in the yard. It's pretty decent. For each opponent, so create 3, I don't know why I bothered putting that on there. For each opponent, create a 1/1 human soldier creature token. Each player secretly votes for up to 1 creature, and then those votes are revealed. If no creatures got votes, each player draws a card. Otherwise, destroy each creature with the most votes or tied for most votes. So if everyone votes for someone else's shit, then 4 things die. Interesting. Whenever you attack, if the number of attacking creatures is greater, the number of quest counters on it, put a quest counter on it. Sacrifice, draw a card, each quest. A lot of text for, and then more lands in my spells. Intervals Diamond City with a shield counter. Remove a shield counter from Diamond City on a target creature. Only activate 2 more creatures. It's a pretty cool land. I'm here for these colorless utility lands because I got a Kozilek deck on the channel, so more of these that get made, better that deck will be. That's for sure. Captain of the Watch, Creature Pumper, at ETBs create. That's a lot of stats. That's 9/9 for 6. It's pretty okay for precon, just 6 drop. With sacrifices an attacking creature, you create X, where X is that creature's toughness. That's pretty good. Damn, you could meme someone's Mothman really bad and create a shit ton of fucking dudes. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Oh, that's a cool art. Destroy all non-token creatures with Convoke. Oh, I guess I think this is a. Are we on the reprints yet? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Keeper of the Accord. Oh yeah, if you didn't know, there are actual like reprints of like magic cards in the back. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more creatures than you, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if that player controls more lands than you, you search your Library of Hurt Plains card, put it on the battlefield tapped. Pretty steep, but not the worst card I've ever seen. Marshal's Anthem. It's a +1/+1 giver. Enters the battlefield, turn X target creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. X is the number of times Marshal's Anthem is kicked. There's a lot of new fucking cards in here. This is making these videos long. I remember my Eldrazi one was not this long. Oh man, I think that 4 of them. But anyway, I mean, it's fun. It's a good time, but I'm just saying, there's a lot of new cards, a lot of shit to remember. So Marshal Kuza X spell, create X, 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. X is 5 more, destroy all other creatures. So it's kind of like that white card from All Be One. That's kind of a good card. Secure the Waste, so we open that shit. Black Market, that's good for this deck, I think. I mean, you don't really get a mana dumper. I feel like it's like a nothing burger, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I feel like it's just, what do you spend the mana on? I mean, I know you get spells in the deck, but you'll run out of. It's like Secure the Waste or Bust. I mean, there's not that many X spells in the deck. I don't know. Lethal Scheme. Here's some spot removal. Yes. Damn, that's actually pretty fucking good. Each creature that convoked it connived, you could technically draw 4, discard 4 off your spot removal. And it could fucking cost 0. That's pretty good. Stolen Strategy. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile a top card each opponent's library to unturn. You can cast those. Nice little card. Anguished Unmaking. Some fucking more spot removal I was asking for. Oh, Assemble the Legion. Dang, that's like, this card is like the scary at a fucking casual game, right? It's like, if you play this, you'll like always win. unless they gang up on you. In your upkeep, put a muster counter on it, and create a 1/1, and for each. Oh, it's a little less than I thought. I thought it doubled instead of just adding one. But still, that adds up pretty quick. Fervent Charge. Whenever a creature attacks, or you control attacks, it gets +2/+2. He looks fucking cool, though. Very Mardu looking cards. Just like, I don't know. These look like all the art that they've done. Is like, that looks like a black and white card, and this looks like a Boros card. You know, this card looks Mardu. Oh shit, they got Ruinous Ultimatum. That's a nice little addition to this deck, I think. That's actually pretty powerful. So yeah, this deck is pretty decent. I'll have to see and compare them more. But I would say that the Dogmeat one is the weakest, in my opinion. And then the rest of them are all pretty decent for precons, I have to admit. So pretty decent precon package shit in here, I have to admit. And then now you get the Fallout cards as the bonus. So who Lord knows when they'll reprint like any of these Universes Beyond cards. Lord knows when they'll have time to do that. So with that being said, thank you so much for being here. It was a lot of fun to do all 4 of these. Everyone just have a good night, man. Thank you so much.